Shalom, Queens and Kings of the Kingdom of God. I'm Jean-Claude Dogo from Ministries. Welcome to the Spiritual Caviar. This Shabbat, we are going to deal with a very unusual topic, cursing your birthday. You will say, what? Yes, birthdays are not biblical. Not at all. In fact, they are demonic. In the ancient times, in Egypt, in Babylon, in fact, there were Egyptian and Babylonian tradition which intend to elevate human beings as gods. And it was reserved only for rulers, emperors, pharaohs, and birthdays became democratized by Rome. So Rome is the one that made popular birthday celebrations. Let us see in the Bible the two places where birthdays are mentioned. The first place in, I take the King James Version of the Bible, Genesis chapter 40, verse 20 to 22, I read. And it came to pass the third day, which was Pharaoh's birthday, that he made a feast unto all his servants, and he lifted up the head of the chief butler and of the chief baker among his servants. And he restored the chief butler unto his butlership again, and he gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. But he hanged the chief baker as Joseph, as interpreted to them. So look at what happened the day, the so-called joyful day, Pharaoh celebrated his birthday. He promoted one of his servants that he put previously in prison, and he hanged the second one. So death. Let us see what happens in the second birthday mentioned in the Bible, in Matthew chapter 14, verse 6 to 11. I read in the King James Version. But when Aaron's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before him and pleased Herod. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, give me here John Baptist's head in a charger. And the king was sorry. Nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat he commanded it to be given her. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison. And his head was brought in a charger and given to the damsel, and she brought it to her mother. Second birthday mentioned in the Bible, second murder. And if you want to celebrate your birthday, please give to people. Don't expect gifts. Pharaoh gave a joyful feast to all his servants. They ate and drank. Herod promised to give whatsoever the lady will ask for. But if you remember the title of our message today, it is Cursing Your Birthday. So how do we come about this? Let us go to Job chapter 3, verse 1 to 13. And I read. This is Job speaking. After this, opened Job his mouth and cursed his day. So you understand his birthday. And Job spake and said, let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is a man-child conceived. Let that day be darkness. Let not God regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it. Let darkness and the shadow of death stain it. Let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. As for that night, let darkness seize upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months. Lo, let that night be solitary. Let no joyful voice come therein. Let them curse it that curse the day, who are ready to raise up their mourning. Let the stars of the twilight thereof be dark. Let it look for light, but have none. Neither let it see the dawning of the day, because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from mine eyes. Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Why did the knees prevent me? Why the breast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet, I should have slept, then I have been at rest. So this is the first mention of Job cursing his birthday, the day of his birth. But there is another example, because the Bible says out of two or three witnesses. So I tried to come with 2 or 3 examples, but let us take the other example in Jeremiah chapter 20, verse 14 to 18. I read, "Cursed be the day wherein I was born. Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed. Cursed be the man who brought tidings to my father, saying, a man-child is born unto thee, making him very glad. And let that man be as the cities which the Lord overthrew, and repented not. And let him hear the cry in the morning, and the shouting at noontide, because he slew me not from the womb, or that my mother might have been my grave, and her womb to be always great with me. Wherefore can I forth out of the womb to see labor and sorrow, that my days should be consumed with shame?" So you can see 2 examples here where the men of God, the men of faith, cursed their birthdays, the days of their birth. Why? Because the modern birthdays celebrate or elevate men's achievements. But the men of faith, we just saw, Job and Jeremiah, they rather prefer to celebrate the day of their death, not the day of their birth, because they recall all the sufferings that life imposed on them since the day they were born. You see, there is a new coronavirus in the church. It is the birthday celebration of the pastors of the church. Daddy's birthday. It is a huge event. Something that elevates formally men as God. They don't know. But instead of elevating God at church, they elevate themselves. Daddy's birthday. They all honor that day is given to them, not to God. All praise given to them, not to God. All joyful noises, dances given to them, not to God. Please, if you are a pastor and you listen to that message, please stop with this nonsense. If you want to disobey God, celebrate your birthday privately, not at church. And if you want to be serious, give gifts to all the church members. Don't expect money from them. Don't expect cars from them because you have birthday. Let us, my brothers, see why it is dangerous to celebrate your birthday. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. I read, and be not conformed to this word, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So we Christians are invited by God not to conform to the world. You see that birthday thing? There is only one song in the whole world. You don't know where the song came from. You don't know. All of us in the world, we sing, happy birthday to you. You don't know who wrote this song. You come with a cake. You have candles on it. You don't know. People say, make a wish. To who? This is not biblical. So you are not making a wish to God. You are making a wish to a demon. I want to tell you this. Maybe you will say that message is a killjoy. Yes, it's a kill satanic joy, because birthday's joy is not biblical, because the Pharaoh's birthday killed the baker. Herod's birthday killed John the Baptist. So please, even though if you want to consider Jesus' birthday, that you say that it is Christmas, millions of children died because of Jesus' birth. Please, stop. If you want to believe God, stop celebrating birthdays. May God bless you. Shalom. Let's out. Bye-bye.